Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, welcome back to my new lecture. In this lecture, I will talk about human endocrine system. This lecture is very important for MCQ's point of view. इस समय जितने जो हमारे बॉडी के अंदर एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड्स हैं उन सब को डिस्कस करूँगा और इन सब के हार्मोन्स जो हैं उनको भी डिस्कस करूँगा. यूजुअली जो एमडी के टेस्ट होता है उसमें एक या दो एमसीक्यूज़ ज़रूर हार्मोन से आते हैं. तो अगर हार्मोन्स या एंडोक्राइन सिस्टम से कोई एमसीक्यूज़ आता है तो इंशाल्लाह मुझे कभी उम्मीद है कि मेरे इस लेक्चर को अगर आप गौर से सुनेंगे और इसको याद करेंगे तो आप उस एमसीक्यूज़ को कवर कर लेंगे. Our endocrine system consists of about 20 ductless glands. These ductless glands include both true endocrine glands and some of them are in the form of endocrine organs and tissue. So now, what is meant by true endocrine glands? True endocrine glands are those glands which only produce hormone and secrete them, while endocrine organs are those organs which have their own functions, but in addition to their own function, they also produce and secrete certain hormones. In our body there is also some tissue which also produce some hormones. So let me first talk about the true endocrine glands. In our body there are 4 true endocrine glands. The first one is pituitary gland. Pituitary gland consists of 3 lobes. One is called anterior pituitary. I will only write the abbreviation because I do not have much space. Anterior pituitary produce and secrete 6 hormones. One is called TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone. Second one is called ACTH, adrenocorticotropin hormone. And third one is called LH, luteinizing hormone. Fourth one FSH, follicle stimulating hormone. Fifth one growth hormone. And sixth one prolactin. The growth hormone, also called somatotropin, and one important point is that anterior pituitary also called adenohypophysis. I will talk later on that why anterior pituitary is also called adenohypophysis when I will talk particularly about pituitary gland, but not at that point. The another lobe of pituitary gland is posterior pituitary. Posterior pituitary actually do not produce any hormone, it just stores 2 hormones. One is called ADH. ADH also called vasopressin because it also causes vasoconstriction, therefore it is also called vasopressin, and the main function of ADH is to reabsorb the water from collecting ducts. And second one is oxytocin. And in between anterior pituitary and posterior pituitary is a small tissue which is called median pituitary or median lobe or intermediate lobe of pituitary. Median lobe or intermediate lobe. It produce and secrete one hormone known as MSH. MSH means melanocyte stimulating hormone. What is called melanocyte stimulating hormone? Because in our body, in skin, there are cells with many processes which are called melanocytes. So this one melanocyte. This melanocyte, it produces pigments which are called melanin, and due to which, if these melanin are of various color, some melanin are brown in color, some are dark in color, some are very dark in color, and due to this melanin pigment or skin color is white brown or dark or very dark. So who stimulate these melanocytes to produce and secrete melanin? MSH act on these melanocytes to produce and secrete melanin. And one point I didn't mention, the anterior pituitary is also called adenohypophysis, while posterior pituitary is called neurohypophysis. That is called neurohypophysis because actually it develops from nervous tissue. Therefore it is called neurohypophysis. But however, I will talk again in detail why it is called neurohypophysis, why it is called adenohypophysis, when I will discuss pituitary gland in detail. And I will also tell you that if it doesn't produce any hormone, then where these hormones are synthesized and how they reach to the posterior pituitary. So another main thyroid gland, endocrine gland in our body is thyroid gland. Thyroid gland produce and secrete three important hormones. One is T3 plus T4. T4 also called thyroxine and tetraiodothyronine. T3 also called triiodothyronine. And another one, third hormone, this is second, and this is the third, calcitonin. Both T3 and T4 are derived from what? From amino acid tyrosine, while calcitonin, it is a protein hormone, and all of them are protein hormones. The another major endocrine gland is parathyroid gland. Parathyroid gland produce and secrete one hormone known as parathormone. And the another major endocrine gland is pineal gland. Pineal gland produce and secrete one hormone known as melatonin. Melatonin regulates sleep cycle. And the last main important endocrine gland is adrenal gland. Adrenal gland, it is called adrenal gland because AD means adjacent, renal means kidney, because it is adjacent to the kidney or present above the kidney. That is why it is called adrenal gland. And you know, adrenal gland consists of two parts, adrenal cortex and adrenal medulla. This is the adrenal medulla and this is the adrenal cortex. So adrenal gland consists of two parts. So this one is the adrenal cortex. Adrenal cortex secrete cortisol plus corticosterone. Corticosterone is mainly produced by adrenal cortex in amphibian, reptile and birds, not very much in human. Corticosterone, and both of these, cortisol and corticosterone, they are called glucocorticoids. Why they are called glucocorticoids? Because they regulate glucose metabolism. So gluco stands for glucose and corticoid because they are secreted by adrenal cortex. Therefore both of them are called glucocorticoids. And two other hormones, third one is aldosterone steran. The aldosteron is called mineralocorticoids. It is called mineralocorticoid because you know that aldosterone regulates sodium and potassium concentration in our body, which are minerals. So therefore it is called mineralocorticoid because it is secreted by adrenal cortex. And the fourth one are androgens. In fact, androgens are male sex hormone. These are male sex hormone, but you know that adrenal gland is also present in female. So I will tell later on when I will discuss adrenal gland hormone that what is the function of androgen in female when I will talk about adrenal gland hormone in detail. Here I am just summarizing all hormones in our body. So all these hormones which are secreted by adrenal cortex, they are steroid hormone. All these are steroid. Mean to say cortisol, corticosterone, aldosterone and androgen. These are, androgen is a type of testosterone. These are steroids. So this also very important point for MCQs आपको दे सकते हैं कि कार्टिसोल जो है वो स्टीरॉयड हार्मोन है, कार्टिकोस्टेरोन जो है वो स्टीरॉयड है या प्रोटीन है या पेप्टाइड है या अमीनो एसिड डेरिवेटिव है. इस तरह अल्डोस्टेरॉन के बारे में दे सकते हैं, एंड्रोजन के बारे में दे सकते हैं. सो ऑल दीज हार्मोन व्हिच आर सीक्रेटेड बाय एड्रिनल कॉर्टेक्स दे आर व्हाट, दे आर स्टीरॉइड्स. या आप ये भी दे सकते हैं कि व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग ग्लैंड सीक्रेट स्टीरॉयड हार्मोन. एड्रिनल ग्लैंड, adrenal cortex, adrenal medulla, thyroid gland, so adrenal cortex. The another, okay, okay, this is the adrenal medulla now. Adrenal medulla. I do not have space, therefore I am just writing it in the form of abbreviation. Adrenal medulla produce and secrete two hormone, epinephrine plus norepinephrine. Epinephrine also called adrenaline and norepinephrine also called noradrenaline. Epinephrine and norepinephrine, they are also amino acid tyrosine derivative. Again, epinephrine and norepinephrine plus T3 and T4, all these four hormones are amino acid tyrosine derivatives. Okay. Now come to the endocrine organ. Hypothalamus is main endocrine organ. Hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is not a true endocrine gland because hypothalamus perform many other functions in addition to produce hormone, such as it regulate temperature of the body, it regulate behavior, it also regulate water concentration in our body. But there is one part of hypothalamus known as median eminence. That part particularly produce hormones. So hypothalamus is not a true endocrine gland, it is one endocrine organ, but it produces and secretes very important hormone, such as it produces TRH, thyroid releasing hormone, and thyroid releasing hormone, and CRH, corticotropin releasing hormone, and GnRH, gonadotropin releasing hormone, and growth hormone releasing hormone, and growth hormone inhibitory hormone. Remember, growth hormone inhibitory hormone is also called somatostatin. And prolactin releasing hormone. Remember, these are very confusing terms. Somatostatin, vasopressin, where is ADH. Okay, vasopressin and somatotropin, you should not confuse. GIH, growth hormone and inhibitory hormone, also called somatostatin, and ADH is also called vasopressin, while growth hormone is also called somatotropin. कभी कभी MCQs में ऐसा दे ही देते हैं कि ऑप्शन में somatostatin, vasopressin and somatotropin, for example, which of the following is also called growth hormone. Somatotropin भी ऑप्शन में दे जाते हैं, somatostatin भी दे देते हैं, और इस तरह vasopressin भी दे देते हैं. So it should be very clear to all of you. Now, actually, all these hormones which are produced and secreted by hypothalamus, they regulate the hormones secreted by anterior pituitary. How they regulate? Hypothalamus produce and secrete TRH, thyroid releasing hormone. Thyroid releasing hormone enter into the blood. Through the blood it reaches to the anterior pituitary, and anterior pituitary act on specific cell and stimulate them to produce and secrete TSH. And corticotropin releasing hormone from hypothalamus released enter into the blood, through the blood reach to anterior pituitary, and the anterior pituitary that stimulate specific cell and stimulate them to produce adrenocorticotropin hormone. GnRH, gonadotropin releasing hormone, released by hypothalamus, it act on specific cell and anterior pituitary, stimulate them to produce LH as well as FSH. And growth hormone releasing hormone act on specific cell and anterior pituitary, stimulate them to produce growth hormone. While growth hormone and inhibitory hormone also act on those cells which produce growth hormone and inhibit them when growth hormone is not needed, then growth hormone and inhibitory hormone act on these cells which produce growth hormone and inhibit them to not produce growth hormone. Prolactin releasing hormone act on specific cells in anterior pituitary and stimulate them to produce and secrete prolactin. Prolactin help in milk production and ejection of milk from the mainly it help in milk production in the mammary gland. Now, so hence it is clear that hypothalamus regulate the hormone secretion from anterior pituitary. Actually, आप लोगों के बुक में लिखा गया है कि anterior pituitary gland is the master gland, but according to main endocrinology books, it is a misconception. Anterior pituitary is not the master gland. Master gland तो वो होता है जो उसके ऊपर कोई और gland नहीं होता है. तो इसके ऊपर आप देख रहे हैं कि hypothalamus जो है, it is regulating actually anterior pituitary. So the master gland is hypothalamus, not anterior pituitary. However, you must need to follow your book, but the true concept is that hypothalamus is the master gland, not the anterior pituitary. Okay, now another major endocrine organ is gonads. Gonads. You know, there are two types of, there are male gonads and female gonads. Male gonads are testes and female gonads are ovaries. Testes produce and secrete two hormones, testosterone and second anhabine. And ovaries produce estrogen plus progesterone and third anhabine also. The another major endocrine organ is placenta. Placenta also produce estrogen and progesterone. The another major endocrine organ is stomach. Stomach produce and secrete gastrin hormone. And another one is small intestine. Remember, you should not confuse intestine. It is not large. आपको ऑप्शन में large intestine भी दे सकते हैं, लेकिन it is small intestine which produce these two hormones. Small intestine. Small intestine produce and secrete two important hormones. One is known as CCK, cholecystokinin. Cholecystokinin, the function of cholecystokinin is to stimulate synthesis of bile, and it also stimulates the gallbladder to secrete or to release the bile into the duodenum. And another one is secretin, which is the first discovered hormone. Secretin it stimulates the pancreas to produce and release the pancreatic juice into the duodenum. Another major endocrine organ is heart. Heart consists of 4 chambers. Upper 2 are called atria and lower 2 are called ventricles. The atria produce, let me write it with the red color because it is a sign of ANP. ANP hormone, atrial natriuretic peptide, and ventricle produce BNP. Actually जो वेंट्रिकल थे इसका जो BNP जो हार्मोन जो प्रोड्यूस करते हैं रिलीज करते हैं ये लेटर बाद में डिस्कवर हुआ था, तो इसलिए इस natriuretic peptide को this also natriuretic peptide and this also natriuretic peptide. It is called A and this one is considered B. So this is A natriuretic peptide and this is B natriuretic peptide. And another major endocrine organ is thymus. Thymus, actually, this is the only organ in our body, according to my knowledge, that it is well developed in childhood stage, but as the person grow and reach to the adult size, its size decreases. So this can be an important MCQs, that which of the following organ in our body is well developed in childhood stage while less developed are decrease in size in adulthood stage. It is thymus. Why? What is the reason that it is well developed in childhood stage and less developed or decrease or even totally disappear in adulthood stage? Because the function of thymus is to mature the immune system. इसमें mainly जो immune system होता है उसकी development होती है. जब once immune system develop या mean to say mature, तो फिर उसके बाद जो है thymus की जो है ज़रूरत नहीं होती है, तो फिर slowly and gradually इसका size है वो reduce होना start हो जाता है. So it produce and secrete a hormone known as thymosins. Thymosins help in immune cell development, particularly in T lymphocytes. And another major endocrine organ is kidney. Kidney produce 3 important hormones. One is erythropoietin, which help in RBC production, and second one is calcitriol. Calcitriol have 2 other names. It is also called vitamin D and it is also called 1,25 dihydroxycholecalciferol. Actually, you know calcitriol or vitamin D, it is synthesized and the last step of its synthesis takes place in kidney. The raw material for calcitriol formation is cholesterol. It is produced from cholesterol. In our skin, cholesterol are present. जब सनराइज हमारे स्किन के ऊपर पड़ते हैं तो कोलेस्ट्रॉल जो है उसमें केमिकल चेंजेस अकर हो जाते हैं. दिस कोलेस्ट्रॉल देन ट्रेवल are transported by blood to the liver. In the liver, on carbon number 25, one hydroxyl group attached. Certain enzyme attached one hydroxyl group at carbon number 25 of cholecalciferol. This cholecalciferol is then called 25 hydroxycholecalciferol. This 25 hydroxycholecalciferol, it is still in inactive state. When it passes through the kidney, then in the kidney there are certain cells which produce enzyme. Those enzymes attach another hydroxyl groups at carbon number 1 of 25 hydroxycholecalciferol. Then it is called 125 dihydroxycholecalciferol. This 125 dihydroxycholecalciferol, it is an active vitamin D, or it is also called calcitriol. And this calcitriol help in what? Help in calcium absorption in the intestine. So vitamin D or calcitriol, it is cholesterol in nature, mean to say it is steroid hormone. And number third one is renin. According to most authors, renin is not a hormone, it is an enzyme, but फेडरल बुक में जो है renin को जो है हार्मोन कंसिडर किया गया है. So therefore you must need to follow your book. Actually I am discussing all those hormones which are mentioned in your book as well as in federal book. So both books को मैं कवर करता हूँ. कुछ हार्मोन आपके बुक में नहीं होंगे लेकिन वो फेडरल में है, और कुछ फेडरल में नहीं होंगे लेकिन आप वाले में है. So I am covering the both books. So all these three hormones, erythropoietin, calcitriol and renin, they are produced by kidney. Another major endocrine organ is pancreas. Pancreas produce and secrete three important hormones: insulin, glucagon, and third one somatostatin. There are specific cells in the pancreas which produce and secrete all these three hormones. Pancreas, you know, it is a mixed gland. It also produces enzymes, bicarbonates, and also some hormones. That part of pancreas which produce this hormone, this is called islets of Langerhans. So islet of Langerhans, it produce and secrete all these hormones. And the another tissue is I also mentioned that some tissue also produce hormone, such as adipose tissue. Adipose tissue produce two important hormones. One is leptin and another is, second one is resistin. And liver is also an endocrine organ. Liver, it produces insulin like growth factor. Insulin like growth factor. So all these are the major hormones which are produced and secreted in our body. So this is very important table for MCQs. So next lecture में मैं इंशाल्लाह डिस्कस करूँगा एनाटॉमिकल कनेक्शन बिटवीन हाइपोथैलेमस एंड पिट्यूटरी के हाइपोथैलेमस और पिट्यूटरी आपस में किस तरह कनेक्टेड होते हैं एंड हाउ हाइपोथैलेमस रेगुलेट the hormone secreted from anterior pituitary. After that, then inshallah I will talk about thyroid gland hormones के इनकी synthesis कैसे होती है और इनके physiological functions क्या क्या है. फिर then I will talk about parathyroid hormone and adrenal gland hormone, about gonads and about pancreas hormones in detail. So तब तक के लिए इजाज़त दीजिए. Inshallah see you tomorrow. Class finish.